Hello, my name is Robert Reeves. I want to thank you for visiting our DWI website here in Charlotte. We appreciate that you're looking at us and seeking answers, and we've tried to put a lot of really useful information on this website so that you can get some of the help that you're looking for. And of course, our lawyers are always available by mobile phone. My direct mobile phone number is 704-351-7979, or you can email me, robert@rjrlaw.com. We're also in the process of putting a series of videos on this website because video is now the preferred medium for getting information. Now, one of the first questions we get a lot is, what is the current status of the Mecklenburg County Courthouse? Is it open or not? Well, it is actually closed. However, they are hearing things like bond hearings and emergency restraining orders. But as far as anything else, they are largely still shut down because of the COVID pandemic. Now, we are hopeful they will open, but we've heard that the current plans are not until the beginning of 2021 and possibly not even until the spring. Everything will depend on how this virus either goes away or becomes controlled. If there's a vaccine, there are just too many open-ended questions before they can make a decision to try to keep everyone safe and sound. But for right now, if you have a DWI charge in Mecklenburg County, there's really nothing that can be done right now with the courthouse closed. Now, how does that affect you? Well, immediately it affects you because you cannot get a limited driving privilege. When you are arrested, your license is suspended, or your driving privileges, if you're from out of state, is suspended for 30 days. In the old days, we could get a limited driving privilege after 10 days, or we could even challenge the suspension if we filed a motion within the first 10 days after arrest. Those options are no longer available, so you're just not going to be able to legally drive in North Carolina for the first 30 days. Now, at the end of 30 days, you can pay $100 to the North Carolina DMV and have your license or driving privileges reinstated. Now, after that, we are still in a state of flux because under the old system, your first court date would be in courtroom 11:30. If you have a lawyer, we would simply go on your behalf. You would not have to go, and we would look at your initial filings, and then we would get a new court date on the fourth floor. The fourth floor is the district court floor, and there will be a series, at least in the past, series of court appearances that will be held in your honor. Now, there are court appearances in the sense that all you have to do is show up. If you hire our law firm, we will send you an email with a specific date, time, and which courtroom number you have to appear. We will be there with you. We will go up and talk to the prosecutor. We will then interview the arresting officer or officers, and then we'll get another court date. You literally have no role other than to be there on time and to answer up when they call your name during roll call. Now, after this pandemic is blessedly in our rearview mirror, that we don't know what the new procedures will be. We're hopeful that there will be fewer of these court appearances because, in all fairness, it's truly not an efficient way to process DWI cases in our view. We certainly need to go to the fourth floor on at least one occasion so that we can look at all final filings and interview the officers to see how strong of a case the state may or may not have. We also want to evaluate how well the officer would appear to a judge or jury. After that, the court appearances, in my respectful view, are simply not necessary. Once we have all the evidence, we've interviewed the officers, we've secured all videos and reviewed all videos, then we're in a position to sit down with you and give you our best advice on options and recommendations, and then you decide how you want to proceed. If you want to go forward with a guilty plea and go ahead and get this behind you, we certainly will honor that. If you want to go to trial, we will absolutely honor that as well. That's our role. We want to give you advice and give you recommendations, answer your questions, go over the pros and cons. But in the end, the ultimate decision is, of course, always yours. Now, as things change in Mecklenburg County, we will be updating this video. But for now, as of the end of October 2020, the Mecklenburg County Courthouse is closed, but I think it is still important to get answers and get advice, so please reach out to us and we'll do our best to give you some initial information. Hope it helps.